Okay, under Java programming, we have learned how to get an input and also how to use if-else statements. And also we have learned how to use like multiple if-else statements with the also the basic GUI messaging program. And then we have learned how we can implement the number system, sorry, how we can implement this sequence selection and repetition. So basically how repetition can be done. And can you like, have we discussed about the object oriented programming concepts or not yet?
I'm not sure.
Right, okay. So I think we need to discuss about then like I can remember that slightly that I have discussed that, but anyway, doesn't matter. Let's do the object oriented programming concepts again and remind you the things, because and tomorrow also we will be having the class. So then I can just brush up the things quickly today and then continue the lesson to tomorrow. Okay. The object-oriented programming, basically the object-oriented programming concepts are, there are few concepts. I think that I have given this note about object-oriented concepts as I remember. Wait. Yeah, we discussed this part, right? This note. Yes or no? Have you write this?
Yes. Let me check.
Have you written it somewhere? Just check and let me know. Hello.
Yes, we wrote about it.
So you have written up to here, everything?
Yes.
Up to encapsulation, right? Overloading, encapsulation, check whether everything is done. Everything done. Encapsulation, then private variable, public access modifiers. Yeah, done,
It's
right?
to conductor.
Sorry?
Conductor.
Sorry? Constructor.
Constructor, yeah.
Construct. After that, not.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, the next part we have to do, right? Okay, then let me remind up to constructor. Then let's do the overriding, overloading, encapsulation, right? Okay, let me remind up to the constructor, this part. Class is basically the blueprint. Here, that is the template, that is the plan, and that is not real, but it is real as well. Means, actually, we need objects to do something, but class is basically, it's like the block. And it's like the block. And using the block, we can like, it is right? It is basically you can call it is like a block. Okay, so let's say there is a block which can create bricks. Actually, without bricks, we cannot construct a home. Without bricks, we cannot create a home. But actually, so it's like this. Okay, let's say you have something, a block which can create blocks. This is a block. which can create bricks, and just with the brick block, you cannot construct home because this is just the block. This is just the block. Using the block, you cannot construct a home or house, anything. Nothing can be constructed. But if you actually put cement and sand into these, mix it and create bricks, actual bricks, then using these actual bricks, it is possible to make or construct buildings. Actual bricks, how many actual bricks you can create using a block? Is there a limit or no limit? Yes, is there a limit or is there no? It's not. So what is
Limit.
no? There are no limits. Okay, you can create any number of objects because class is basically the template, that is true, but any number of objects can be created using that. Okay, object is actual thing, actual representation. Okay, for an example, think about student. Student is a class. Student has different attributes and methods. Student has student name, student age, student gender, student date of birth, everything. Student can register, do the exams, enroll, these things are possible. Student has the class name is student. But if you have, what is the first name of the student? No such thing. Because still we have not created actual student. Using the block, we cannot tell what is your first name. Using the block cannot tell which is last name, but it is, we know that it is there. We know that any student will have first name, last name. Yes, but if you ask the values in the class, no. In class, you don't have values, but in the object, you have the values. That is the difference between object and class. Understood? Okay, attributes are the features. Right? Attributes are the features. Methods are the behaviors or the functionalities. Any method, so method has access modifier. That access modifier means private. Private means only that class can access that method. Default is basically only that class and also the particular package can access that. Protected, if it is a protected method or protected variable, the particular class and subclasses of it can access. If it is public, all other classes can access this. That is the nature, right? That is the nature of Java. These are called access modifiers. Then return type means the type of variable which is returned, type of data type of variable which is returned. And constructor is a special method having same name like class name. C, student, st, student is the class name, st is the object name, new is a keyword to create new, and student here with the bracket is called constructor. And in your note, you can mark this. This is what? This is called class name. And st here is the object name given to the object. Then this new is a keyword. This is called the constructor. Please mark that in your note. Let's do small practical to identify how this private, public, protected, and default works. And after that, we can move to overriding and overloading. Finish. Hello?
No.
Oh, no. Okay.
Finish.
Okay. Then let's see how these are working. So let's see how these public-private protected things are working with an example. Let's observe it. First of all, I would like to create a new class and would like to name that as, okay, let's create student class. Public class student. Can you create a private class? It is really no sense, because private class, if you create a private class student, no other class will know about this class, right? If you create a private class student, so if you are not put in this public, we call default. No public there, then we call it default. Default means that package can access that. Right? Package, what is package? Package is basically a group of classes. It's like a folder. Package is like a folder, right? Package is basically a group of classes. Then package can access that. But if you put public, everyone can access. Okay, let's see. And if it is private, actually no private classes. We are not putting private classes. The reason is, if the class is private, we cannot do anything with that, no, because it is hidden from the other classes. No use, right? Therefore, default can be there, public can be there, protected can be there, right? So those are the possibilities. Okay, let's put public and see whether everyone can access this or not. Public class student. Okay, the starting of the student, ending of the student. Please remember these two braces: starting and ending. Start, end, start, end. Public class student. And let's add the main method, public static void main string args. Public static void main string args. And I'm going to print system dot out dot print and then hi, this is main method of the student class. Okay, and I'm going to have the constructor method. Constructor is the same name having class name. And let's say system.out.println. This is the constructor of student class. Okay, let's have one more method. That method, I'm going to make it private method. Private, okay, void, say hello. Oh, say hello. And that method is going to say hello. System.out.println hello. And let's have another one that is a protected one. Protected void say hello. Hello protected. Maybe let's add that. Say hello protected. And this is hello protected. Hello private, right? Hello private. And let's copy and paste and have a public method. Public void say hello public. Hello public. Okay, then private, protected, public, and default. Default means nothing is there. Void hello default. Hello default, and this is hello default. Okay, the same thing can be applied for the variables. Private, let's say private int n1, just put in some number. Private, then int n2, another number. Public int n3, another number. මම දාන මෙතන public entry public n2 default, otherwise you will not remember. N1 private and the protected int n4 protected. So those are the 4 variables, and I'm going to assign them values in my constructor. I can assign them values. Let's say this dot n1 private is equal to 10. This dot n2 default is equal to 20. This dot n3 public is equal to 30. Sorry, this for n4 protected is equal to 40. Okay. Now I have private variables, public variables, default variables, protected variables, and public methods, private methods, default methods, protected methods. Okay, do all these things and save this as a student class. This is nothing because no meaningful things. Nothing is there, just to see the access levels. Okay, nothing else, because these are not meaningful. Nothing happens here. Then let me save this as student.java, student student.java in desktop. Save it, and let's compile this. C now I'm in the desktop. Java C student.java. Java student. You can see it only print hi. This is the main method of student class, because I have not created any object, so it's only print in the main method. But if I create any object there, student st equal new student, now I have created an object, student st equal new student, so that is my object. And when I compile and interpret, now you can see this is the main method of the student class, and this is the constructor of the student class. Construct is also called. Okay, do this first. Then let's try to access this from some other class and see the behavior. First of all, please do this. The code, let me see the code. Right, what has happened? So a lot of errors. Maybe you are doing this for after a long time. You have forgotten the things. Okay, see the code, please, first. Not this one, the code. Private int ni private ni. I said n1 private, right? It should be int, integer, private in, not in. It is int. The first error that I'm seeing here, this is integer. It should be integer, int. And this is n1 private, right? int into default, public int. Okay, that is done. Okay, public static void main string args. Oh, this should be open in, both are closing. How come that? Okay, save and now see, save it and now try to compile. How many errors? Let's count it. This is the nature after a long time. If you have not practiced and doing this happens. That is normal. That is normal. I hope that you can remember Python and all, right? Because we have not done that for a very long time. Okay, this one you can clearly see the semicolon is missing now. At the end, the semicolon is missing in the particular line. Go to the code and check whether the semicolon is there. Which is that line? Hello, protected. What is that? No, semicolon is missing here. Semicolon is missing here as well. Okay, save and see. I think now it's almost done. I think up arrow, you can press up arrow, right? Press enter, yes. It's compiling. Now you can run it. Java, and after that student. Okay, this is okay happening, right? Okay. Now let's see what can be done with how can we access that class from the outside. So let's create another class. I'm going to create a new one. This new class is okay, another public or any class, right? Not default class. Okay, class. Student example, right? And I'm going to do something like this, class student example, and I'm going to okay, have the public method there. Okay, try this and also compile and interpret. Yes, did you get that? I'm saving
Not
this.
yet.
Okay, I'm saving this as student example.java. This is a different class. You are saving the same location, right? Student example.java. Okay, you can see when you run this. So it says this is construct of student class. That means since the student class is public, other classes can also use that. And now I'm going to use I'm going to take this into one side. It's a new window. Yes, a new window. Can I open in a new window? Okay, it's okay. Let's keep it. Let's try to access these variables now. These are the 4 variables which the previous class had. And I'm trying to access those variables. When I'm accessing, I have to access with the student class called student object, right? Okay, I'm trying to print it. Same thing I'm going to apply for the default variable. Same thing I'm going to apply for this public variable. And same thing I'm going to apply for this protected variable. Let's see what will happen. Let's try to compile and interpret. Compiling. You can see there is a compilation error for the private variable. Right? Private variable cannot do that because it is private, cannot access the private variables. Private methods, no. I have to comment that. Now try. Other three is totally okay. And for other variables, totally okay. Now you can see it's printing 30, 20, 30, 40, except the private, other variables can access. Right? That means default can access. Even though that is not in the same package, in the same folder, no, I said that this is like same folder, same package is like same folder. If it is in the same folder, yes, can be accessed. And this is not a subclass, but the public can anyhow access. Protected can also access because it is in the package. And also, if it is subclass also, that can be accessed even without in the same, if it is not in the same folder, but still, if it is a subclass, can access. This is the nature. Let's try to access the methods, different methods. What are the methods that it had? Say hello protected, say hello public, say hello default. So let's try. System.out print ln. No need to do that. You can just, because it is already printing, you can say print, say hello. And say hello protected. Then say hello public. Then say hello default. Save, compile, and you can see it's again an error. So here expected semicolon, that is semicolon problem. Okay, here you can see has private access. No, for say hello, it's private, cannot do that. So we have to, so private variables, private methods, both cannot be accessed. But others, you can see it can be accessed. Hello protected, public, default, all three, all can be accessed. So why this can be accessed? It will consider that since it is in the same folder, it will consider that as it is in the same package. So package level is access, package level is access is therefore, package level access is therefore default, protected, public also. Public, any location, anyway, anywhere, if it is in the same Java domain, you can access it. This public. Protected means same package. So please refer to this note. Okay. Protected means here within the package and outside the package through the child classes. If child classes are there, even outside the package is okay. Public is basically anyone. Protected is private is no one except the particular. Default is only the package. Only the package. But make a package, you know, this is going beyond the package and any subclasses. Okay, you can code and tell me the result.